We think about beauty. We often think of it as this aesthetic. So we look at something, a piece of art or sculpture, or mountains or the trees. We say, oh, that's beautiful. The Navajo took this one step further. They embraced beauty as a force of nature, literally a force of nature, just the way physicists today describe four fundamental forces. They say gravity is a force of nature, the electromagnetic field is a force of nature, the strong and the weak, nuclear force, those are forces of nature. The Navajo agree, and they say, by the way, there is a fifth force. It is the force of beauty. Now, I'm just going to admit right now, I know this is very different to think of beauty as a fundamental force. But I also want you to know that you and I are changed in the presence of beauty. When we perceive beauty, there's a shift in the chemistry of our bodies. That shift sets into motion a cascade of events that create neuroplasticity, bioplasticity, genetic plasticity. And it gives us strength. It gives us power to transcend what we see in our lives. The 3 lines of the beauty prayer simply state, the beauty that I live with, the beauty that I live by, the beauty upon which I base my life. What does that mean? The first statement is so powerful. The beauty I live with, what it says to us is that we do not have to create beauty to experience it. The beauty already exists. Our job is to seek it out. Our job is to find it. Now, it's not saying that everything that happens in the world necessarily is beautiful. Because honestly, you and I know that's not true. Not everything that happens is beautiful. However, it's saying that somewhere we can find beauty in everything that happens. When we live our lives with the expectation that beauty already exists everywhere, we are changed in the presence of that beauty. That's the first statement. The beauty I live with. The beauty that I live by is the next statement. And it simply is an invitation for us to allow beauty to play a role in our lives beyond being an aesthetic, to allow beauty to become a force in our lives. Once again, when we allow for that potential, when we expect beauty somewhere in all things, we begin to see the world very differently. The third statement says that, the beauty upon which I base my life. It is the invitation for beauty to become a foundation, a cornerstone, not on the back burner, not something casual that we embrace on occasion, but to recognize that beauty literally is a force in all things and to allow that force to play a powerful role in our lives.